What's good, Commanders family? Now, this is a very special episode of Next Man Up because once again, we have one of our amazing free agents who just put pen to paper, and he's coming from the New England Patriots with a little bit of Super Bowl experience. Welcoming in Jonathan Jones, brother. How you feeling, man?
Man, feeling good. Honored to be here.
Hey, man, well, congratulations. First things first, man. That is a big deal, especially for you because this is a little different for you because you spent 9 years in New England, your entire career. Now you're in year 10, and you decided to make a move, come out here to the DMV, man. What goes into that decision making?
Yeah, first off, I love my time in New England. It was great to be there. But it's just a point in my career where I needed change.
Yeah.
I thought change was good. They were changing over as well. And I got to sit back and watch, what Washington was doing, last year and seeing what they were building. And I wanted to be a part of it.
Can you elaborate a little more on that? When you're watching from the outside, because we've had Will Harris come, we've had a couple other free agents come and talk about the vibes y'all were getting from outside the building before y'all even got here. Speak on that and what really stood out to you.
Yeah, when you watch a team and you see the chemistry that guys have, how they play together, it stands out. And then just having young players who are balling, the veterans guys who are still, putting up numbers and doing well, it's just a chemistry. And it's, as a player, it's easy to see teams that you either competing against or you just watching. You see the energy that they have, and you like, oh, that's a good team. They together. Like, they'd be a hard team to beat. And so just sitting back and watching them, like, over game, just how they got better, defense, offense, just everybody was just balling and was clicking. It was a beautiful thing to watch. I was jealous a little bit. I was hating. I was like, dang, why that can't be us?
Now we
got a quarterback. Why a young quarterback? Why can't beat us, man? But no, man, yeah, they were putting it together and just winning games, and so it was exciting to watch.
Well, a lot of that magic had to do with our head coach, Dan Quinn, which I'm sure you guys had some conversation, man. What has it been like speaking to Dan Quinn, and how do you feel you can help elevate what he's already doing here?
Yeah, speaking to Coach Quinn, I felt like I wasn't here to play football. I felt like we was just coming here to be a man or something, just counseling or something. He was just, no, his energy is contagious. You can tell he cares. You can tell he cares about his players, and that's just the energy I got, from being in here. The staff supports him, and he just, I feel like he can get the best out of everybody he talks to.
And you're coming in again with Super Bowl experience. That's a really big deal here, man, because you're coming into a secondary room that's very, very young. How do you feel you can impact these young guys and teach them how to play winning football? Because I know that Super Bowl level of football is very different than regular season football.
Yeah. It's the journey, honestly. Going to several Super Bowls, you realize that you don't win in the offseason, but that's a big part of it. And so as soon as you start in the offseason, just that journey of, making sure you're mentally prepared, physically prepared, getting in the training camp, and just every game having to learn something from it, whether it's a win or a loss, just being able to learn something from it and improve. And that's what it takes, just constant improvement. What you do in week 1 is not going to be good enough, week 16, week 17, and as you get into the playoffs. And so just constantly trying to improve, getting to the end of the season, it gets tough, on your body, on your mental. And that's when winners, have to come out. You have to find a way to dig deep and find something there as you get towards the end of a season.
You use the word improve, and it's great to hear that from a veteran like you because, again, you're in year 10, but you're still thinking of ways to improve. And being in the league for so long, I know you have to be very familiar with Joe Witt Jr. And his ability to really be like that secondary whisperer. Yeah. How do you think Joe Witt Jr. can help you improve and take your game to the next level?
I feel like he's going to give me a different perspective. Being in a place for so long at one place, I only see the game, one way. And so being with a coach who's had a lot of experience, a lot of success, I think he'll allow me to see the game from a different perspective, add some things to my game that he may see that, hey, you don't do this well or you don't do, X, Y, and Z. Just to get another perspective, I think he can bring that for me.
And you talked about that young quarterback. You're like, we got a young quarterback. Why can't we do that too? Well, our young quarterback is a little different. We got Jaden Daniels, and you'll get to practice with him. You get to be around him. But I'm sure you're very familiar with his game, just being somebody that is a secondary that has to study all quarterbacks, man. How excited are you to be able to suit up with a guy like that and also get to go against him a little bit in training camp and in practices, man? I know that kind of turn you up a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, the competitive part, that'll be fun, to compete with him at practice and training camp. But just watching his growth and seeing the player that he was last year, the poise he played with. I mean, you could see it, from the TV copy, just watching him not get flustered, going through his progressions. And as a defensive back, honestly, when I see a young quarterback, I laugh, most of the time.
Because that's food, right?
Yeah, hey, he's going to be antsy. He's going to try to get the ball out. When it's not there, he'll tuck and run. But when you turn on the tape and you see a young quarterback going through progressions, you're like, oh, snap. Like it's something different there. And then slinging the ball around everywhere and then at the same time can run, that's just dangerous.
And when we picked you up, everybody's like, okay, where's he gonna play? He's gonna be on the outside, he's gonna be in the slot. And I'm sure that a lot of that has to do with the coaching and what they decide. Where are you most comfortable lining up on that field? Because you've done it all.
Yeah, so a lot of people have asked me that, and I just say I love to play football. Like I'm a football player. Anywhere I sign as a football player. So whether it's inside, outside, safety, I like to be versatile so that, any week, a coach can feel comfortable putting me anywhere, or wherever the team needs me. I enjoy that. I started my career playing primarily inside. Bill came to me one year and asked me to go outside, and I did that, played safety in the Super Bowl. So I have the comfort and ability to do it all, and I love doing it all. So just wherever the team needs me.
You said you were a football player. Yeah. So fans are watching right now. There's a lot of Commander fans that are very excited to have you, but there's some Commander fans that want to know, what are we getting from Jonathan Jones? At this point in his career, in 10 years, what are we getting from him? Can you answer that question for us right now?
Yeah, you're getting a guy who's still hungry in this league, hungry to win. I enjoy winning, haven't done it in a while, and I'm excited to get back to winning. Just a guy who goes out there and just try to lay it on the line, every week. That's what I enjoy doing.
Well, Jonathan, man, we are so excited to see you go out there and lay it on the line, man. We're excited for you to bring that Super Bowl energy over to this way, man. We have no doubt about it. Again, congratulations, Commanders family. Our next man up, a new member of our secondary. It's a pretty potent secondary, if I got to say. Jonathan Jones, brother, appreciate you joining, man.
Respect, appreciate it.
Yes, sir.